No, that was good, man. That was my story. I have a lot of funny story as well, but probably we don't have the time right now to share the funny story, crazy story that I have experienced here at the Cigar Safari. But let me tell you something, man. One thing that I can tell you is this. Let me tell you something, man.
You can
I
learn
love
hand
this.
signals
When it
from
comes to Cigar Safari, we take this stuff to a whole different definition what a cigar safari tour is. And Sang is doing something like this, you know? Right there, man, cigar safari, I can tell you from my whole perspective as a Nicaraguan. Bringing people from other countries, coming to my hometown, seeing what we make. I'm not just talking about real estate. I'm talking about every single big cigar factory in SD, all the way to a small cigar factory in my hometown. When you come to a cigar factory, everybody enjoys to smoke a cigar, you know. Everybody say, oh, I'm smoking this, I'm smoking that. Nowadays with the social media, everybody's posting pictures, you know, everybody's doing their comments. A lot of bloggers are doing the reviewing and stuff like that, but let me tell you something. When it comes to make a cigar, I describe the cigar like this way. The filler in the cigar is the soul in the heart, while the grabber is the face of Miss Universe. See what I'm saying? At the end of the day, everything has to combine very good in order to create something unforgettable. Because at the end of the day, smoking a cigar is a very close experience. It is the most intimate experience, if you would put it that way, that anybody could ever have, you know? Because when you smoke a cigar, especially if the cigar is good, you have the chance to share it with other people while you're smoking. Now, if you come to Nicaragua to Cigar Safari, now you are talking a whole different language, you know? Because people that have been smoking cigar for many years and have never had the chance to come to a cigar factory and see how everything takes place from A to Z, they are amazed. And the great thing about it is that you have a whole different appreciation when you smoke a cigar once you come back to the United States. How we do here in the Cigar Safari, our Cigar Safari it goes first class from the moment that you arrive at our airport. We take you guys, if this is like a tourist, we take people to the tourism part, you know, this year we were taking people from sea to smoke. That means that we were taking people to the tobacco farms, we were taking people to the Joya de Nicaragua factory, we were taking people to the real estate factory. At the end of the day, you are overwhelming with a lot of information, you know? People that, I mean, it's not the same thing when you read in magazines, when you see it with your own eyes, and you see how much does it take to make a cigar. There's a lot of people that ask the question, hey, how many cigars have been touching? How many hands has been touching the cigar that we make? Some people will say 100, other people will say 200, other people will say 300. But let me tell you something, man. You know the real answer? The real answer is this. How many hands has touched the cigar that we truly enjoy? Only God knows. Because if you put in this perspective, when you are working in the tobacco seed, right in the tobacco fields, when you are working transplanting the baby plants into the tobacco fields, when you are priming all those leaves, when you are bringing all those leaves to the cure barn, when you are, then after that you are fermenting that tobacco in the pilons, you are rotating those pilons over and over and over again. Then you bring that tobacco that has been already fermented to the production floor. How many people have been touching the cigar that you made? How the supervisor, the quality control department, the packaging department, until the moment that the cigar gets to the shelf is countless. You see what I'm saying? And that's the beauty behind it. And when it comes to Cigar Safari, people learn all that stuff, but at the same time, they see how beautiful our country. I mean, Henry and I, our country, how beautiful our country is. Because nowadays, Nicaragua has become the tourism destination for the worldwide community. You know what I mean? Every January, big news resort like New York Times Magazine, Los Angeles Magazine, CNN, all the stuff, they came out with the top 10 places to go in 2000, say 13, 14, 15, and you can go on and on and on. And this year we got the third place in Nicaragua. You know, it was amazing, man. Because back in the days, in the 80s, Well, what's going on in Nicaragua? It was like coming to Nicaragua in the 80s wasn't a good idea, you know? You wouldn't get shot easily, you know what I mean? But coming to Nicaragua nowadays, we got celebrities from the United States like Morgan Freeman, you know, Michael Douglas and Catherine Zeta-Jones. They were just here a month ago, you know, and that right there tells you that Nicaragua is the unrevealed secret, you know. And I know that there are good days, better days coming to Esteli, but one thing that I can tell you is this. My hometown depends big time for the tobacco industry. You got 30,000 people that work in the tobacco industry, people that work in the tobacco fields, people that work in the cigar factories, man. And just for the fact that we have the industry, people can make their living a decent living. You know what I mean? So they can afford to pay the bills, you know, to have a decent standard of life. And that has been thanks to you guys. Everybody that is listening to this conversation, you know, everybody that is seeing it online. Thanks to you guys, you know, that's bottom line right there. Without the tobacco industry, Esteli wouldn't be a ghost town. So we have to support, you know, we have to support the industry big time, man, making sure that the people that create new laws, you know, and regulation, and they don't have no clue what they are doing, but you know what's going on. So you know what the consequences are gonna be. You know, people that own cigar store all across the United States, people that own cigar store all around the world. You're talking about family business, you know. It's mama and papa, you know, business, and then you got the son, then he got the grandson that he's running the cigar store, you know. And how many stories, how many great moments has been shared in those places, in the cigar store, in the lounge, you know. You can call it whatever you want, but at the end of the day, you know, they are gonna feel the impact, and we're gonna feel the impact the next day. So I encourage everybody to support the cigar industry. You know, nowadays there is a lot of threat that are going on. So if we get together, one voice doesn't get hurt. But you have a lot of people in one single group and fighting for our own right to smoke. That will be a whole different conversation. So I would like to thank everybody. I would like to thank Sad and everybody that put this show together. You know, it has been great to share this story with you guys. We are here in Nicaragua, we know, but we feel together as a family, you know. So thank you guys. Thank you for your support. And we're gonna try to do our best, and we're still doing our best, and we are doing our best right now to provide you the best cigar that you can ever have.
Thank you, Pedro.
Wow.